Hello, 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 hello. Ha, ha, ha. I'm testing. Hey there, it is Aunt Carla, and I am excited to go live for another cosmic weather report. So, let's see. So, I'm going to go live, and let's see. So, everything is looking good for YouTube. And now we're going to get things set here. All right, all right. All right, I do this, and then you can see, and then okay, all right, and then we are going to get started. All right, everyone, we are going to get started. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Egypt. Oh, great, great, great. Because, last time, I've been working with the sound. So I'm going to I got all my notes together. And we are now live. Hello, everyone. It is Aunt Carla, and it is October 17th, and we are having another cosmic weather report. Yes, for my witches, conjurers, alchemists, and other spiritual practitioners making magic happen. So this week's cosmic weather report, we're going to discuss the seasonal and astrological elements that are going on now that can impact your spell work. So I'm going to start with a collective pull for the community from my Art of Manifestation deck. By the way, Egypt, just want to let you know it is Libra season. Libra season is good for romance. It's good for love spells. So if you have been thinking about it, the time has come. And this Friday is ruled by Venus. So make sure that, y'all, anyone interested in doing love spells, Friday is the day. Friday is ruled by Venus. So whether you want to attract new love or you want to rekindle a current relationship, Friday is a great day for that. All right, cool. So I'm going to pull a card. Hi, Chrissy. Nice to see you too. Thank you for tuning in. Doing a little cosmic weather report for spell work and whatnot. I haven't really been going on live as much as I used to, and I really enjoy it. So I'm giving myself an opportunity to kind of lean back into it. And it's Libra season, so I'm wearing like a little lavender. Tonight, the Magical You group will be doing a crayon coven for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So it's too late now to get in, like registration's closed, but the replay will be available if you want it. And I will, if you're watching on Instagram, the link will be in the bio. Otherwise, if you're watching on YouTube, the link is going to be in the description. All right, so here we go. Woo! Card's about to pop off, but not quite. All right, I'm going to pull a card for the collective from the Art of Manifestation Oracle deck. So collective group energy pull. Ooh, the card is nurture. So, and the number is 37 if you're interested in numerology. So 37 is 10 or 1. So it says, whenever we sow seeds, however much we yearn to see them grow, we cannot force them to develop any quicker than nature will allow. Let me read that part again. Whenever we sow seeds, however much we yearn to see them grow, we cannot force them to develop any quicker than nature will allow. But we can provide them with the best possible conditions to grow. Whatever you have initiated in your life, this card is here to encourage you. Be patient and nurture your relationship /idea/project with love. I love this card. Say that again. Exactly. Well, I'll repeat the second part as well. But we can provide them whatever seeds we planted, we can provide them with the best possible conditions to grow. Whatever you have initiated in your life, this card is here to encourage you. Be patient and nurture your relationship, idea, project with love. So we're still feeling the effects of the new moon in Libra, and now it's waxing. Now, as I have been mentioning on my Instagram page, I'm not one of those witches who makes a big deal about eclipses and eclipse magic. They have their place. So if you are continuing to do your magic or you're doing any kind of manifesting, I'm sending all my energy to you as well. And I still like talking about the different energies that each season brings, and that still exists. So I'm here to hold space. I was thinking today that I'm like a personal trainer. You know, like when you go to if you've ever had a trainer, you know, if you've ever like joined a gym and then you get like a free session or a few free sessions with the trainer, and then they kick your ass, and then you're like, no, I'm not going back to the gym. Is that me? Just me? No. Anyway, um, but as a trainer, their job is to hold space for you. Like you are joining this gym and you're saying, okay, I want to manifest a better body. I want to be more healthy. I want to lose weight. I want to gain more muscle. I want to lose fat. Whatever that is for you, that trainer's job is to hold the space for you and to coach you through those feelings of, oh, I don't really feel like it, or oh, this is too much work. Well, I am your magical spiritual teacher slash coach. So I'm here to hold the vision for all of those things that you are working on. Anything that you are going to your altar for, and you're like, okay, I want to manifest love. I haven't been having any success, but I want to do that. I am here to hold that vision for you. I'm here to hold that space for you. So, and when it comes down to things like manifesting during an eclipse, to me that's almost like saying don't brush your teeth during an eclipse, don't go to the gym during like what are those things that we do regularly, because we have to show up to our intentions. We have to show up for whatever it is that we want. Everything is not going to be easy, and as the card said, did I lose that card already? It said we have to nurture it. It might not go as fast as we want, but we still have to nurture it, and it's my job to show up and hold that space for you and to remind you that you are powerful and to remind you that you can make this thing happen. So as your magical personal trainer, whatever you want to call me, I'm here to remind you that it can happen. So today is October 17th. Libra season is underway. Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus and Libra, they have their own special energetic specialties for manifesting. So I want to talk a little bit about the mythology behind Libra, and just to give it a little context. Yes, thank you, Chrissy. I love that even when it's chaotic and doesn't feel good, we still show up. Exactly. It's like we're still going to show up for, for fresh breath and and we're still going to brush our teeth during an eclipse. So for me, when I hear people say, "Oh, don't manifest on during the eclipse," it kind of sounds like that to me, like, "Oh, don't go to the gym. Don't brush your teeth. Don't take a bath." We still need to show up for ourselves magically and, physically. So this is what we're doing here. Let's see. I'm going to pull some cards from my Oracle of Mystical Moments. This is like my month. This is my designated Oracle deck for Libra season because they're so beautiful. So there's a whole bunch of different themes that Libra represents, and we're going to be talking about those. But I like to pull these cards because, I don't know, people like when I pull cards, so I'm going to pull some cards. Hey, Jen to the know, how are you? I love seeing those pictures with you and your dude, your favorite dude, bro. I think that's what you call him. You guys look so cute. All right, so let's see, what do I have here for just like general Libra season messages? Oh, how nice. Oh, love it. Okay, first card, the White Rose of Hope. Isn't this deck beautiful? For those of you who always ask, it's the Oracle of Mystical Moments card deck. So the White Rose of Hope. So remember how I was just saying you need to there's times when we want something, especially if you're saying like, I really want to manifest love in my life, but I don't know what's out there for me. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm tired of online dating or blah, blah, blah. I totally understand. But this card here is a message of hope. It's the white rose of hope. White is pure, so it's purity. Um, Not in a creepy way, but just meaning like that when you're a kid, you really want something and you're really hoping to get something, especially like if you celebrated Christmas and you're like, I really hope that I get that doll. I really hope that I, get that bike, whatever that is. This wants you to tap this card wants you to tap into that feeling of hope, that pure feeling that you had before, without the discouragement. I know we have a lot of, experiences that make us think like, I think I'm just going to move to the country and live with some cats. Like, I totally get that. But if love, for example, is something that you want, this is a reminder to hold out. Keep true, keep faithful to what it is that you desire, that you want to call in. Do not give up hope. Whether it's love, whether it's business, whether it's money, whether it's a job promotion, do not give up hope. Okay. Next card, listen. This is a great card. Look at this beautiful card. It's this young girl, and she's just listening, and she's also, if you notice, she's like grounded to the earth. So now Libra season is uh, it's an air sign, but we also have to stay grounded, especially during these times. And one of the great ways to be grounded is to listen. Listen to what is going on. Listen to your intuition. Listen to whatever messages that you are getting, but also be grounded so that you are able to hear the messages that you are supposed to get. So listen, make sure that you are paying attention and not just going for, okay, this is what I want. Okay, fine. But listen to what messages you are receiving as well. Oh, hey, Sophia. Greetings from Barbados. I love that. Well, hello. So happy to see you. And then the next card, and these are just such Libra cards, is the flower spirit. So it's like this flower, and there's like this little person, a little a spirit in essence. It could be in nature. It could be a fairy. Perhaps you work with fairies in your practice. It also could represent like a plant ally. But basically, the flower spirits also, for me, connecting to this listen card. These are very earth-based cards. So the flower spirit is about like connecting with beauty, connecting with plant allies. Perhaps you might want to use some herbs and some flowers in your magic. So I feel that this card here it's it's an encouragement for you to add some fresh flowers, fresh herbs, fresh nature into your spell work. Because I know I'm totally like well, before I moved to like Westchester, New York, before I moved to the suburbs of the country, I don't know what you want to call it. I definitely could do fine. I could do my magic fine, with McCormick. I could get the dried basil, whatever those herbs are. But when I moved to the country, the suburbs, or whatever you call this place, there were trees everywhere. I could have a garden. And there was something about having real flowers. And I felt like a more of a connection to nature. So I feel this card is saying like to use fresh ingredients as much as possible. Now, if you have a Trader Joe's near you, they have flowers and plants and all kinds of things. So if you're using a book such as Cunningham's Magical Encyclopedia, Cunningham's Encyclopedia for Magical Herbs, something like that, the classic book. Um, there's all of these different associations with plants and herbs. So if you have never done it, I would say definitely see if you can find something fresh in somewhere near you. Even if you're at the grocery store, some produce departments might have like little small packets of things like fresh basil, fresh sage, like garden sage. So what I'm feeling from this card is for your spell work, try some fresh herbs and or flowers. Hope that is helpful. Okay. All right. So now for the next card pull, I'm going to talk a little bit about Libra mythology. Now, Libra is interesting because it's represented by the scales. And I'm pretty sure that Libra is the only sign of the zodiac that's not represented by an animal or a person. It's just scales. But as you know, the scales are a symbol of justice and balance. And when we talk more about the mythology of Libra, you'll see also why these different magical energetics are why they exist. So in Greek mythology, um, Libra is related to the Greek goddess of justice. Her name is Themis. And her daughter, Astraea, went up to heaven and became the constellation of Virgo. And as the goddess of justice, Astraea, where was it? I'm sorry, as the goddess of justice, Themis is usually seen as a woman who was blindfolded holding the scale in her hands. So remember, you've seen that picture of justice, like justice is like like the justice system. You see like this woman, she's blindfolded and she's holding the scales. That is actually the Greek goddess Themis. So, and the idea is that she weighed up the rights and the wrongs of any dispute, and she had blindfolds on so she could be totally impartial. So the maiden of the Virgo symbol is Astraea, the star maiden, and she's also linked to Libra as the goddess of justice. Themis also carried a pair of scales. So just a little interesting there. But Astraea, her daughter, represents natural law, not the human understanding of justice as Libra has, but Libra or Themis upholds the balance of the seasons and living in accordance with nature. So it's also very interesting when I was just mentioning that flower spirit card. So again, nature is coming up. By the way, Egypt saying, I've been foraging a lot of flowers on my trail walks, pine cones, and I take a lot of herbal tinctures, teas too. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We definitely want to tap into some especially before the end of, while we still have, before we start to lose some of those flowers and things for fall and winter. Definitely get yourself surrounded by some fresh flowers whenever possible. Um, let's see. Themis. So back to Themis, the goddess of justice. She was also a prophetic goddess. She was also an oracle, and she reigned over the ancient oracle of Delphi before eventually handing over the job to Apollo. And it was her role, Themis's role at Delphi, to she taught mankind the primal laws of justice and morality, and she became known as the bringer of balance and the righter of wrongs. Righter, Right, righter of wrongs. And those who worshipped her at her temple at Delphi, they prayed for justice to bring fairness to their lives. So in Greek mythology, if someone had something happen to them, they would pray to Themis to bring justice, to bring balance to the situation, basically asking for karma to come through. Now, I thought this part was very interesting. When her wishes or advice were ignored, Themis called in her fellow goddess Nemesis. We've heard this word before, right? Nemesis. Nemesis, whose name in Greek means to give what is due and to punish those who dared to disobey the gods. And they made a good team because Themis made the laws and Nemesis ensured that they were not broken. So that's the team, Themis and Nemesis. So that's that whole mythology. So when we think about Libra season having balance, there's balance, there's conflict resolution, there's court work, there's legal work. All of these different things are reflective of that mythology of Themis. So Libra season is also ruled by Venus. And what does Venus represent? Beauty, creativity, harmony, and romance. And when you add in the air element, that is also Libra, you're going to get these other energetic themes of communication and movement and open-mindedness. Those are those air signs. Any of my air signs out there, shout out to all of you, but especially the Libras, because it's Libra season just for a few more days anyway. So the energetic themes that I have identified of that are present during Libra season are clarity, conversation, and communication, the 3 C's, romance, relationships, and social bonds. I didn't have a third R. Creativity, harmony, and balance, and legal work, justice, and conflict resolution. What do I want to say? Resolution, legal work, justice, and conflict resolution. So Libra season, so we'll start with that one first. The clarity, conversation, and communication piece. Like these are the different themes. When I looked at all the different themes that are present during Libra season, I kind of grouped them into like these 4 groups. So first, we think about Libra season is filled with opportunities for deep thoughts and interesting conversation. And the air element encourages intellectual independence and freedom of thought. Now, you know what? I think it's very interesting. I really wasn't going to get into it, but when we talk about like what's going on right now in like Israel and Palestine, I'm so surprised to hear so many different opinions. I mean, people are going to have opinions for sure, but I was so surprised to hear people not presenting just the things that they've heard their parents say or their grandparents say. People are having kind of open-minded conversation about what's going on. Like, I'm not going there, I'm not going deep, but I'm letting you know that I feel that there is kind of a change in the ways that people have thought about this particular situation. And we will see how that goes. But intellectual independence and freedom of thought is definitely a mark of Libra season. And air signs emphasize communication and clear and persuasive expression. A lot of that going on, no matter what people are talking about. So if you are interested in any of those, I have a few. I have a couple of master classes available for this month only. So, oh, Jen, to the know, you're an air sign right now. What's your sign, Jen? No, you're an air sign, so you're not a Libra. Otherwise, you would say that you were. So you're Gemini. What's the one? The Gemini. What's the other air sign? Oh my goodness, I'm just like blanking out on that right now. Is it the Gemini? My brain is not working, but that's okay. That's okay. You will tell me, Jen, please. But anyway, air magic. If you are interested in learning how Aquarius, whew, thank you. I knew there was something else. Haha. Aquarius, Sun, Gemini, Moon, and Rising. Oh my gosh, that's so much air. I love it. So that means you could probably like talk about like 5 gazillion different topics and and just totally dominate the conversation with about any topic, even if you didn't know about it before. Like Gemini especially has the gift of gab, and Aquarius is like open-minded. So there's all of this. I love that at length, because you just have that gift. That's 100% exactly. So now air magic I thought was really interesting when I taught that masterclass, because I thought like, I really don't use that much air magic in my practice. But when I actually did the research to create this masterclass, I use it all the time. Speaking, communicating, teaching, being a student, all of those things come under air magic. So if you're interested in learning how you might want to add more air magic to your practice, check out my air magic masterclass. And then also it's shadow work time, because even though we've had like, this was kind of like a high season of planets in retrograde, but it's also fall, and fall is just a good time for doing shadow work because it's getting darker, at least on the northern hemisphere side of things. So shadow work magic, I just did it like last week. Yeah, that was last week's masterclass. You can get the replay, and let me tell you, it was good. It was really, really good. So you want to take like the rest of the year, perhaps do some shadow work, figure out what that is, and use this time to go within. The shadow work magic class is, I highly recommend it. I know it's my class. Okay. Yeah, but it's really good. Okay. So next up for a next topic for Libra season, which I know some of you just can't wait to hear, Romance, relationships, and social bonds. Now, Venus is a very social, it's Venus is about romance and relationships and social bonds, and also being that Libra is an air sign, it's very social. It's about working with other people. This isn't a solo kind of season. This is a season to be working with other people, getting along with other people. Um, at least in an interpersonal way. As I was saying, globally, but at least on an interpersonal level with the people that that you're friends, this is a good time for building and maintaining relationships. Okay. Oh shit, gotta go. Oh, okay. Bye, Jen. Take care. So Libra season brings an emphasis on relationships and connections with others. Venus, it sprinkles like her little dose of grace and charm, and it adds like a glittery sparkle to your personal interactions. So if you've been wanting or waiting to do a love spell, Libra season is the time. Libra is ruled by Venus, and as I said, it makes it a great time for romance. And whether you are seeking a partner or seeking to rekindle a current relationship, this is the time. Love spells are best done on Fridays because they are also ruled by Venus. And romantic relationships are not the only ones that benefit during Libra season. Business relationships can flourish with open communication as well as your friend groups. This would be a great time to reconnect with your friends. It's time. Can you squeeze in like a boozy brunch in there? Hey, how are your friends? Check on your friends. Um, it was so nice. I just heard from Empress Shoshana, my co-host for the Witchy and Woo podcast. She's on her way to do like a storytelling thing, but she just gave me a quick little call, and I was like, "Oh my god," because I miss her so much. So we haven't been podcasting. Like our schedules have been kind of crazy, but it was so good to hear from my dear good West, my witchy bestie friend. So reach out to your friends. Who haven't you spoken to in a while? Check on your friends, not just your strong ones, your weak ones, your ratchet ones. Just check in on your friends and see how people are doing. Let's see. Friend groups, building and maintaining your social bonds. Send them some memes at the very least. Like sending memes. That's a love language. If you know, memes are great. Um, so I have a couple of master classes available for the relationship side now because it is in the northern hemisphere. It's fall and we're going into winter. My cuffing season magic masterclass is back. So if you are interested in getting like an indoor boo just for the fall or the winter, I mean, no judgment here. The cuffing season magic masterclass is great for that. Cuffing season means people get cuffed or they get kind of like connected to another person just for the winter time. And then maybe when spring comes and they're like, hey, it was great. See you later. Bye. And, that's what people do. Hey, I am not judging that. But the other thing that I talk about in the cuffing season magic masterclass is what if you were someone who you're not necessarily looking for romance, but what if maybe you are prone to seasonal depression, like that you don't get enough light in your life. I have some magical spells for that. I have some ideas. I have some suggestions. So if you are someone who feels a certain kind of way when it gets colder and darker, because we have shorter days, longer nights, the cuffing season magic masterclass might be very helpful for you. And then, of course, the ultimate love magic masterclass is also available. And that we have all kinds of spells in there. We have attraction, rekindling. I think there's some kind of sex, at least one or two sex spells in there. All kinds of like love magic spells that I've collected. Those are in the Ultimate Love Magic Masterclass. So check that out. All right. So another theme for Libra season is creativity, harmony, and balance. Back to the balance with those scales, right? So Venus her influence, I'm making her feminine. She brings an appreciation for aesthetics and beauty to Libra season. And so that makes this a great time for art and fashion and other forms of creative expression. Love spelling my fine ass. Shakti Monster, you're fun. You're so fun. I said this is a great time for updating your wardrobe, rebranding your business, or getting back into watercoloring. Like, do you have some kind of creative hobby that you've kind of abandoned? Well, this is a good time to get back into that. Libra season is we have a few more days. This is that time. If you notice, I'm wearing my little lavender, and I've even changed my color. I usually have like a red flower, but I felt like the white flower goes a little better with the lavender. I'm feeling very, Venus. I got the makeup on, aesthetics today. Tomorrow I can't say, but today we are working it. Let's see, but also aesthetics, as I mentioned. If you have a business, you might be wanting to play with the aesthetics. Do another photo shoot, do a photo shoot, or do another photo shoot. Rebrand, maybe update your colors, or just update stuff for the fall. Go shopping, get some clothes. I know I need to do that. But also, like, and back to the artistic stuff, are you singer, writer? What can you do that to tap into that creative part of you, because you need that. And another way to bring balance to your life this season is through self-care practices. We cannot forget about the self-care, because the thing about Venus is like, I do not dream of labor. No, we're not dreaming about labor. We are dreaming about receiving and being relaxed and being chill. And that's why self-care practices can be so very good and healing and helpful for us. So prioritize your own well-being and spend some time loving on yourself, you know? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Shakti. But, and Shakti, you were just saying, spelling my fine ass self. Exactly. Like, own your beauty, own your fine ass self, own all of those wonderful things and qualities about you. And, oh, that's right. Because like glamour magic. So like I'm dropping not dropping, but, like in the masterclass drop of the glamour magic. If you didn't get that earlier when we taught it during the Leo season, it is available now for Libra season. So we did it in Leo season, which is all about glamour and, looking awesome. And so I brought it back for Libra season. So if you want to get the glamour magic masterclass, you can. So, but to finish that thought about self-care, prioritize your own well-being and spend some time loving on yourself. This is also a great time to get outside. I know it's getting cold outside, I understand, but get outside anyway. Even if you have to wear a jacket or a coat, get some grounding, spend some time in nature, put on that coat, put on that jacket, take a walk, get out. Especially if you work in an office, take some time for your lunch break. Just take a walk. Just take a walk and just feel that, just kind of connect with what's going on outside. And if you have some other kind of self-care practice, then, you can do that as well. Okay, so let's see. So Glamour Magic Masterclass is available now, as also the Creative Witch Bundle. So that is the masterclass that talks about the Crayon Coven 101, how that works, and how art magic is a thing, how it exists, and perhaps you might want to add art magic to your practice. As I said, tonight at 7:00, I need to go soon. At 7:00, we will be having the Magical You group will be having our Crayon Coven for the Libra new moon solar eclipse. So if you are interested in getting the replay, that will be available probably later tonight. Finally, the last theme for Libra season is legal work, justice, and conflict resolution. So as we mentioned, Libra is the sign of the scales. And so it's a good time for court case magic. Those of you who are like, you got to go to court for something, or you're involved in some kind of court case, this is a great time. If you don't do it yourself, find someone who does specialize in court case magic, and they can help you to get the result that you were looking for. Also, if there's someone that you haven't been getting along with lately, this is a great time for conflict resolution. So that element of air that Libra has, it brings diplomacy, open-mindedness, and adaptability. And that can be really helpful, because sometimes it's necessary to see the other person's point of view. And that air sign, that kind of adaptability can be very helpful. I mean, sometimes we're involved with someone, whether personally or professionally, and things aren't clicking. But this might be a good time to kind of work through that. And it could be something like you might want to do a spell about it, or you just might want to have a conversation and to kind of clear the air. Remember, air. Um, and another way that justice in the whole Libra scheme of things comes up is karma justice. So, such as a return to sender spell. You feel like someone is sending you some bad juju, some bad energy. It might be time. It might be time to do a return to sender spell. Now, on my YouTube channel, I have a I'll also put a link to that. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you will see a link to I have it's free, like a return to sender spell. And I think it's like one of my most popular videos, return to sender spell. So hey, I don't choose what gets popular, y'all do. So a lot of people like that return to sender spell. Now, the other thing, now I know people feel certain kind of ways about return to sender, but if you feel that someone is sending you bad energy, and maybe you don't want to send it back, and that's fine too, you still need to protect yourself. So we can start right there. We can start with, if you need to protect yourself, there is magic available for that as well. So if you feel that someone is sending you bad energy, or you feel like just physically unsafe because there's someone that you know that they're toxic, then go ahead and just use protection magic, use protection spells, use protection crystals, or all these different kinds of tools that you can use. You have every right to protect yourself. My thing is, do no harm, but take no shit. Like that's one of my mantras. Like, I don't go out of my way to hurt anybody else. But if someone's going to send me some energy, I have every right to either send it back to you or at least protect myself. And, sometimes we're like, well, I'm good. I'm a good person. I'm not expecting anyone to send negative energy to me, but life happens and shit happens all the time. And it has nothing to do with you being a good person. It has nothing to do with you doing something. It's like you can just be living your life and someone send energy to you because maybe they're jealous of you or they see that you have something that they don't. And at the very least, you are able to protect yourself. As I said, there's crystals. I mean, you can do something as simple as wearing crystals. You can do things like upping your spiritual hygiene. That's like things like um, using Florida water in your bath, doing a cleansing bath. I also have a video of that in my YouTube channel. If you're feeling like you're around toxic people, cleansing baths. That's like cleansing / protection. Very, very simple. It is rosemary, lemon, salt. Done. You take one of those baths and that helps you to just clean off whatever toxic energy is coming your way. And if you feel like it's a little more serious, you can do a series of baths over a few days. And if you think it's really serious, you can add Florida water and also the herb rue, Rue. Or if you're Latina, it's ruda. So those are just basic things that you can do, and you can do those any times of the year. It doesn't have to be just Libra season. So protection magic. Oh, banishment magic, that's another one. Sometimes we have to send people away from us. Now, some of there's people who have survived some really awful things, and one of the ways that you can protect yourself, so there's different layers of protection. You can just say, okay, I'm going to protect myself so that I'm protecting my person. And then, like, another thing, if you feel like you're in danger, you can send someone away with some kind of banishing spell or a hot foot spell. Or, depending on the other thing, you can do a return to sender and send negative energy sent back to you. You send it back their way. So these are just different levels of protection. And hopefully you don't need anything more than just a spiritual hygiene practice, something that you do daily or weekly, just to keep your aura and your energy clean. But for some people, you might need to step it up. So if so, Libra season is about balancing the scales. It's about karma. It's about justice. Remember, we talked about Nemesis when the goddess Themis she would put down this rule, and if someone didn't follow it, then she'd call Nemesis, and Nemesis would bring the karma. She would bring the boom. So this is life. This is life. And sometimes, depending on the situation, we have to do what we need to do in order to protect ourselves. And you have every right to do that, and you can do that magically. So the magical masterclasses that I have available are the Banishment Magic Masterclass and the Protection Magic Masterclass. But I also recommend that you just check out my my YouTube channel, because I have a return to sender spell on there, as well as a cleansing protection bath. Whew! Okay, so it is now 6:38, and my crayon coven starts in a few minutes, so I'm gonna go. But this has been so great. This has been a great chat today. This is Cosmic Weather Report, and I hope that you have gotten a lot out of it. If you need more information, just like check me out. Well, I'll be on, Instagram, but you can check out the information in my bio if you want to. If there's anything else that you're looking for, you're so welcome, Shakti. So y'all have a great day, great evening, and I will see you again live next week. Bye. All right. So everyone, Egypt and friends, thank you so much for tuning in to me live on YouTube, and I will see y'all again next week. Bye.